the fans were really nice.
So Trump went to the US Open and he got booed. He didn't only get booed. I mean, look, it's the US Open. Tennis is kind of a wealthy thing. I mean, there are some Republicans there that have a little bit of money and like him. So it was a mixture. Was it 20-80? Was it 40-60? It's hard to say, but clearly there were some boos, and it didn't appear to ruin Trump's time at the US Open. He didn't look as thrown off as he has been at other sporting events where he was really booed. But obviously, if you're there, if you're part of his entourage, you can hear the reaction that you and him are getting. And so I just point that out because I want him to suffer. I want him and the people around him to know how much they're despised by the majority of the American people. Not universally. It's a complex world. There are terrible people everywhere. And so it's not going to be totally against him. But it was interesting that as many boos were able to be heard on the broadcast as you had, when apparently the broadcasters were warned ahead of time to weed that stuff out. There was a memo that was released over the weekend that said, with respect to broadcast coverage, the president will be shown on the world feed, blah, 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 blah. We ask all broadcasters to refrain from showcasing any disruptions or reactions in response to the president's attendance in any capacity. So look, obviously, if there was like a big protest or whatever, they don't necessarily want that to be what the event is about. But do you think, JR, that any other president has had the broadcasters ahead of time told to avoid any reaction, as if they knew the type of reaction he was likely to get?
No, and obviously people have been booed before, even down to Ted Cruz and stuff. Even George W. was booed, but that happens, right? But this is the only one who's so soft, pudding soft, thin-skinned, can't even take it, bro. If you don't like being booed, I have a really good idea. Stop doing things to make people hate you.